Oh, I researched about hunger issues in Japan. So first I'll be going over definitions of key terms. Then I'll be talking about hunger in Japan. Then I'll move on to talk about hidden hunger in Japan. Then I'll talk about solutions by civil society, not governmental solutions. And then I will talk about my donation projects I did at school. And then lastly, I'll give you some key takeaways. So, these are some key terms that will come out repeatedly in the presentation. So first, hunger refers to the state of not having enough food to eat, especially when it causes illness or death. Hidden hunger refers to the lack of nutritious food. It often occurs when food consumed doesn't meet the nutritional requirements for a person. Malnutrition is a general term that indicates a lack of nutrition for human health. And lastly, food insecurity refers to the state of being without reliable access to a sufficient amount of nutritious food. Now I'll be talking about the hunger issue in Japan. So in Japan, there is a poverty rate of over 15%. So which means almost 19 million people in Japan are living under the poverty line. So reasons for poverty include unemployment, low wage, and mainly economic causes. Poverty is mainly the main reason why hunger is still existing in Japan. Now I'll be talking about hidden hunger. So a big portion of the Japanese population is living just above the poverty line. The portion of the Japanese people, these people, have food but not nutritional food because of the cost. Because of this, it causes malnutrition, which is a key term that I explained earlier. So when people get malnutrition, there are symptoms for it. Not symptoms. There are effects for it, such as one, reduced muscle and tissue mass, which can also stunt growth for children. Second, decreased mobility and stamina because of muscle wasting. And lastly, respiratory problems such as breathing difficulties. So this is solutions by civil society. You should note that this is not solutions from the government, but actually solutions by the civil society. So in Japan, there's these children restaurants called the Kodomo Shokudo eateries, which has free or very cheap priced food for children in need. On average, these eateries charge $1.83 for a nutritious dinner. And also, there are lots of food banks. So from 2008, which had 12 food banks, it became 131 in 2019. So there are about 3 in every prefecture, which is enough for the people in need. So food banks, what they do is they distribute sufficient amount of foods to the needy. So I had a science project, which it was a service project, and I had to donate service to the needy. So for a project, I donated to an organization called the Big Issue Organization that supplies the living necessities of homeless people. So our group decided to donate food, nutritious food, and money to like help people get better food quality. So what we donated was rice and canned food. So the reason we did this was because rice there was plentiful, and canned food we researched that it could be as much as it could be nutritious as the actual food itself, and also it was long lasting. So that's why we chose these two um uh types of food. So these are the four main key takeaways. So Japan is slowly starting to make efforts to reduce hunger issues by issues by civil society throughout time. Second, people still struggle in hunger problems. Third, even more people don't get good food to meet their nutritional needs. And last, we should take actions such as donating. This is my citations.